And this morning, folks are turning to the recovery efforts as flooding finally subsides. That includes our next guest, whose two businesses flooded over 3 feet in the storm. For more, I'm joined by Bill Smith, who owns the Village Smith Coffee Bar and Apothecary in Metamora, Indiana. Bill, first and foremost, how are you, your family, your businesses holding up?
Well, thanks, Alicia. It's been a difficult time, obviously, for everyone. We feel, though, that in Metamora, where my businesses are located, that we're so thankful it could have been worse. We've seen in some of our surrounding communities like Laurel and Connorsville, where so many people have lost their homes and their livelihoods, that we feel thankful that in Metamora, while we're certainly struggling with the aftermath and the cleanup, it could have been much worse. With the loss of life in Indiana, nothing can, all these items in my shops can be replaced, but you can't replace many of the homes and lives that were lost.
It's amazing perspective to have amid all that has happened. What are you hearing from others within your community, either in Metamora or where you live in Elwood?
Mm-hmm. Well, in Metamora, of course, that's where a lot of the flooding took place from the Whitewater River. But what we're hearing from everyone in the community is we're going to get through this. Everyone's coming together in a spirit of cooperation. And, that independent Indiana spirit is now giving way to how can we work together and get through this. So, it's been one of those times where while everyone is hurting and trying to recover, we're also seeing some pride in the fact that we have help. Volunteers are coming in by the droves. We're seeing tons of supplies being donated. And so we're grateful for that.
One of the things that I have been seeing throughout this week of these storms just ravaging the entire state is that it's even hit some areas that are not flood prone, and that leads to some areas that people may not have flood insurance. To the best of your knowledge, did your neighbors in Metamora have flood insurance? How's it been trying to navigate that space now that we're in the recovery stage?
Yeah, actually, in Metamora, we have the opposite problem in that many people cannot get flood insurance because it's in a floodplain in many of the areas. And so most residents and most businesses in the historic village of Metamora, which is known as Indiana's Canal Town, they don't have flood insurance because insurance carriers would not cover them.
Have you heard anything about help coming in from the federal government? We were just reporting there a moment ago that President Trump approved the emergency disaster declaration that should allow FEMA and federal help to come your way. Have you heard about that yet?
Well, we've heard about the fact that the president's approved the emergency declaration that the governor requested, but we've not received a lot of information yet on just the details on how we can apply for assistance, which is definitely going to be needed in Franklin County and now in many of the counties in Indiana as the flooding began to spread over the last few days.
Unfortunately, what we tend to see across the country when there is devastating flooding like this is that people who just lost everything decide to pick up and move and rebuild somewhere else. Do you think that's going to happen in your community? And what does that mean for the fabric of what your community has meant, I'm sure, to you and so many others?
Well, I think certainly there may be a few isolated instances where some residents in, for instance, communities like Laurel or Connorsville may feel that they need to move to different locations. But I think those are going to be rare occasions. I can only speak for Metamora directly in saying that I don't think we're going to see any residents leave. They have a pride in their community. They love the Franklin County area. And I think they're just going to rebuild and continue on with their life.
Well, Bill, we hope that, you are able to quickly rebuild your businesses. If you had damage to your home, hopefully that gets squared away and that you get the help that the federal government should be sending your way for the people of your community in the entire state of Indiana. Thank you for joining us this morning, Bill Smith.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.